Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a new video for you. Very excited about this video because it's definitely one of my favorite replicas that I own. We're going to be diving into the EFX reveal lightsaber. Now, this is Luke's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, and there's actually an interesting backstory to it. Legend has it that back in the days, early 90s, there was a traveling exhibition with a bunch of, screen used props and stuff like that traveling around. Well, rumor had it that somebody had seen a lightsaber that actually opened up. So that rumor started kind of going around. For some reason, that prop eventually got lost throughout that trip. So people would go, and you could look it up on YouTube, there's videos of this. People would go up to Mark Hamill and say, hey, do you remember filming a scene where you were building your lightsaber and you kind of see the glowing crystal? And he denies it. He was like, no, I don't remember that scene. I don't recall ever recording anything. Everyone was denying that this scene existed. Well, a couple decades pass and they're doing the Blu-ray remastering or whatever of the new movies, and sure enough, they find a scene where Luke Skywalker is actually kind of tinkering with the lightsaber. He opens it up, it glows, and he closes it back up. So, based on this reveal scene, EFX made the lightsaber from that scene. And again, it's super cool because it's one of the few functional licensed replicas that exist. It does a lot of stuff. It opens up, the crystal glows. So we're going to jump in there and I'm going to show you all the stuff that I like, a couple little things that I don't like, but yeah, let's jump in and take a look at it.
Now, this is what the lightsaber looks like closed. And EFX, like I said, did an amazing job at, all the metallic coating. None of this lightsaber is painted from what I could tell besides the black. And they did a really good job at making the lightsaber kind of look like the elite lightsaber that Master Replicas had back in the day. I do want to point out one of my few little complaints about this lightsaber. You have to be really careful about the belt clip that's attached to the pommel because the way it's made, actually when you close it, it could damage the lightsaber, and you can see there's a little nick right there from just normal wear and tear. But now as far as opening the lightsaber, you have to actually push in the pommel to release the centerpiece. Now you turn it clockwise, and then that will release the inner chamber that shows you the crystal. Now as far as opening up the middle part, you actually have to turn counterclockwise, and this part opens up pretty easily, and you just pull it apart and it shows the chamber. Now you see that little Allen wrench little socket there. Now that's pretty important actually to display because if you loosen it too much, it'll actually wiggle back and forth. But if you tighten it too much, it actually won't open up. So that's another little complaint of mine. And then finally, the top kind of just pops open like that, and pretty much that's the way you open it up to show and display the lightsaber in reveal mode. Like I said, it's definitely, I like displaying it in the reveal mode just because it looks so cool, and it's definitely one of those pieces that people immediately get drawn into. Because of how cool it looks just opened up like this. Now EFX made about 1,000 of these, and this one's number 19, which I got really lucky to get such a low number. But these are definitely a little bit harder to find. A lot of people don't want to let go of these just because they ended up being some of those grail pieces that, they're just so cool that people don't really want to sell them. I got this when it first came out, So I remember there was a few out on the market, and now it's rare. I mean, I see them here or there, but the prices for these guys are now in the thousands, just because there's a huge market and there's not a lot of collectors that are willing to part with this one just because of how cool it is. So I'm going to show you the internal parts of it. Here's all the little electronics that control the lights. And if you see here on the upper right, there's a little button right above where it says green. You push that, and that actually turns on the little arrows on the front. Now these you could actually see in the movie light up at one point. So it's really cool that EFX replicated that. And then if you push that little button back, it turns on the crystal. Like I said, that part is just the coolest part about it, especially if you're showing it off and you turn on both of them. It's definitely a huge wow factor. And it would take a lot for me to actually sell mine because, again, as you can see, it's awesome. So let me show you guys. Let me put it back together so you could kind of see it in reverse. Um, Again, you just kind of close that, turn clockwise. You close the back part. You have to push in and then do counterclockwise. You just kind of push in the emitter. Now this little piece is actually metallic. It's pretty heavy too. Now EFX didn't provide an acrylic case, so you have to go out and make it. I used a company called Acrylic Designs out in Arizona, and I'll put the link up on the info, but I definitely recommend getting one of these made. They're about $100 and they fit perfectly on the stand. All right, thank you for watching. I also wanted to mention I just made a new Instagram account for all my replicas, and that's at Star Wars Replicas, and that's on Instagram. And like always, thank you for watching. Let me know how I can make these better. Please share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.